Okay, I just spoke with two obvious law enforcement and DCPD, but they're with animal control. I took a whole entire college degree of criminal justice and law enforcement, and I honestly don't have a lot of knowledge, surprisingly, about how animal control works because I just don't remember that in my classes. I mean, I'm talking college classes, years of college law enforcement classes. I don't remember, I'm not putting it down. But I just don't know how this is working because I know DCPD is entirely corrupt and entirely tied to this terrorist cell. But these two young African American guys came in and they're such nice guys. I believe they are. I do not believe that they're trying to hurt anybody through like a terrorist ideology or some sort of, Rampart, LA, Los Angeles, Rampart division, where the Rampart police were all dirty through Las Vegas. Look up Rampart if people are not familiar with that. LAPD Rampart. So that's what I basically see the DCPD like, is LAPD Rampart, but like on hyperdrive. And they got this house, it's basically a squat pad. And they've been doing serious felony crimes, just name it, they did it here. And there's a whole bunch of DCPD without any doubt are involved in it. So of course, me being alone in here, not being able to talk to anybody and get any real information, I'm piecing it together on my own. I just spoke to two obvious DCPD officers, the young guys, they're starting their lives. I cry over these kids. I want nothing that bad to happen to these kind of guys. They seem like they have their whole lives ahead of them. Okay, they came in, they were really nice to me. I'm scared in here. And I know they can sense it, and I'm not myself, and I'm not like relaxed. And I wish I could have met people like this on a different MO, a different vibe, but in a crime scene is so fucking corrupt and so dirty in here. I can't even tell the cops when they're standing right there and they're being nice, hardly anything about what's happening. These cops didn't want to be involved in this. They could tell this was federal. Oh, because they're obvious cops, okay? They're like what I have my degree in. This is federal, and this could get dangerous for these two if they get involved in this shit. They're from the freaking animal control. So that's what I said to them. I said, I'm really glad that you're getting your cages out of here. Oh, while these two young men, who are obvious police officers in animal control, came here, that man Lamont, who is about 6'1", he's about 200 pounds, he's rather thin. He looks like a drug abuser for sure. I'm not talking marijuana, I'm talking drug abuser for sure. When you see him on the sidewalk, and that's where I saw him this time, he's walking all fast, he's got his hood up, he starts hollering really comfortably, hollering at the police, which is not a surprise because the gangs in Washington, D.C. are so enmeshed and protected, vice versa, by the DCPD. It's like Rampart division of LAPD. Google it to find out what I'm talking about. So he's all comfortable. I don't think he knew, because I wouldn't imagine he did. He's a fucking obvious drug abuser. That these guys were not here to arrest me, report me to the Department of Health, or any of this corrupted crap I've been experiencing while witnessing felony crimes in here. These guys were really, really nice. Okay, they're from animal control. We exchanged some statements about cats being cared for here until I vacate premise. We exchanged some statements about me going to the courts, just basic questions and answers that were logical within the context of them being in the property. And what happened, why there's cats here, who died. They have right to ask these things. I said first it was the woman, and then it was the man. Everybody's dying. I told them, that man who is yelling at you as you're getting out of your vans, yelling at you statements like, I'm with the property manager, I've got the keys, give me that key. He wanted the keys that these animal control guys had. Did that very blatantly, loud and proud. on the sidewalk. Okay, this is not the first time I've seen fucking terrorists and organized crime cruising the sidewalks here. Nope. I think one of them's in the house now. Okay, this is what I gotta do. I gotta finish up my testimony. When the law enforcement officers left, these nice young guys in the animal control division of DCPD, let me plug my ears. When they left, he told me, one of the nice young men, that he had to give that key back to the property manager. I said, okay, I'm not going to stand in your way, but no one has given me any proof who these people are. And given everything that I told these law enforcement officers, it is so sketchy in here. So the chaos and insanity and fucking criminality and lawlessness and danger is just swirling still. Okay? The fumes, the bodies crashing down in here, the decomposing corpses are just going on and on. We have obvious overt drug abusers claiming they are construction workers, demanding keys, declaring they're with the property manager. We have the property manager who has yet to put anything in paper. Anybody who has entered this premise, this obvious crime scene, where I'm witnessing felony crimes around the clock, we have yet to this date anybody putting anything in writing. Because every time I see these law enforcement officers, and the same thing with the other man that was here before these two, I keep repeating, I'm going to the city courts. So it's time for somebody to offer me some proof of who's responsible here, because I have every right, let me mention, to sue for being poisoned in here. I have every right to sue for all the rent, past rent, and all the damages and everything, and just being a victim of crime in here. The fact that we had law enforcement officers once again standing in this house. Okay, I'm not going to film them. It was a big green light. Don't film these guys. Okay, this place, with the helicopter activity, is under surveillance by the good guys. So they're seeing cops coming in here like it's almost like another facility of theirs. Like, cops every day, coming in, armed, fucking badge-carrying cops. And a whole bunch of drug-addicted fucking thugs with their hoods up are coming in this fucking place almost every day. So I'm still going to say this as clear as I go. There's massive activity going on floor 3 still. You can hear them coming in and out of that cubby hole. There's holes that they carved as doors. I'm not going to go explore. It would be not smart because I'm a female. I don't need to. Those holes they constructed and carved are here. And the fact that has never been searched, never been excavated, is a big problem for these guys, the good guys, who are watching all these police come in here. This is so fucking serious, okay? So I'm going to put this up. That man, Lamont, is part of another poisoning I had, and he's case in the house. Case in the house. There he is, popping up, waiting for cops. These kind of individuals have been calling fucking law enforcement and the Department of Mental Health on me ever since I witnessed the first murder in the room above, which you're looking at it, that ceiling, that room. I witnessed a woman brutally killed. I'll never forget it. They've had the cops and the mental health from the department, city of Washington something or other, knock on my door ever since then, saying that I am delusional. And there's been nothing but murders going on in here since then. And then the 2 people who I know are engaged in it are now deceased, and the house is empty. So there's nobody here who's left alive to talk about anything that happened except me. And that's exactly what I said verbatim to the 2 cops that just left. I said, I'm the only one who's still alive, left talking in this house. And what's happening as I said that? One of the gang members is stalking the sidewalk demanding the key. All right, bye.